Boom, boom. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Indieheads podcast, late night edition. I am your host with the most, Matty, a.k.a. G at Motory and Prince on Twitter.
You hear me echoing, or should I plug in headphones?
What? I mean, I probably plug in headphones. Hey, welcome to late night, everybody.
What a start.
We're very professional.
Electric Factory out here.
Very professional here. So we got a whole lot of people on this little late night. We got William.
So
Will for thrill. We got
high energy.
we got Jeremiah, as you already know.
Hey, that's me. First name Molly, last name Percocet.
Boy. Also in the house, we got Lizzy from online.
Hey. Shameless self-promotion. Follow me on Twitter at BaseLizzy.
Hey. And we also have Ethan.
Pinkerton fan account.
Ethan is here.
It's been a while since we've done like an actual late night. It's been a bit. When was the last one? I'm trying to think of the last one.
I remember we recorded one, but we didn't actually release it because we were talking about we were talking about what's actually going on in our lives instead of just like shallow stuff. Yeah. So we're like, we should probably not release this.
I think there's one.
We all went through each of our personal lives and we're like, what's the deepest, like most personal thing?
No, not even the most deep. It's just like what's really going on. Like instead of just saying like, oh, I'm doing good and telling some topical story, we're like, well, here are our actual concerns and our actual joys.
But yeah, this is gonna be.
The whole podcast is scripted, actually, so we went off script for that one, and it was a bad decision, call.
Yeah, really, really bad call. You know, sometimes you go for improv and it just doesn't work out.
We need to hire some new fucking writers.
We do, or we have we need to fire ourselves and hire new people to write the show for us. Anyways, late night. I want to talk about something real quick. I've been thinking about this for the past few days. So I watched the new episode of SNL with Scarlett Johansson hosting. It's a really good episode. Some really good stuff in there.
I agree.
I like SNL
I liked
a lot.
it.
It's a good episode.
The Olive Garden sketch had me really cracking up.
I liked the mansplaining one at the end.
That was really funny too.
I'm a big fan of the ninja skit just because the bad.
I didn't like that. It was just so. It just was.
Yeah,
it's so.
Bizarre.
It's so perfectly like cringeworthy and like the bad physical comedy, and just it reminds me of just like really like Best of the Worst, like Red Letter Media, just the horrible movies they watched. It just reminded me of that, and I was like, I like this. This is not bad. But anyways,
it's really nice to see It's nice to see Scarlett Johansson doing comedy. Like, she's so serious so much of the time, and I like her. She's a great actress, obviously, but like she's really funny too. She has the comedy chops.
Oh fuck! So yeah, a really good example that the dog skit on the new episode is really good, where basically like because again the dog takes off the helmet and they had to like improv it for a brief moment there, and it was like, hey,
and she was just
good.
like went right with it.
She's good. Anyways, my theory. So I remember that for like actually pre before I get into my theory, Scarlett Johansson just got divorced recently, and that sucks. And then she was
that's good. She says that monogamy is outdated.
Yes, I was going to mention that.
So I mean, it's open season, boys.
We all got a chance. I got a chance. Will's got a chance. Jeremiah's got a chance. Ethan's got a chance. Hey, Lizzy's even got a chance. I have no idea.
I've got a chance. I probably have the best chance out of all of everybody.
Hey, we get it, Lizzy. You're hot, okay? Anyways.
No. I mean, rumor has it is that she's... Anyways, okay, keep going.
We've all seen her haircut, so...
exactly.
Is that inappropriate? Anyways, my theory. Okay, theory time. Time for some game theory. Not even sure it makes any sense.
Yo, wait, stop.
No, Jeremiah, let Matty go.
Wait. No.
Hey, wait, his name is Matty.
I just watched a beautiful line the other day about John Nash, who came up with the Nash equilibrium, which was essential for game theory. It was such a...
Oh, that was him?
Film. Because it's
I've seen the movie and I learned about Nash equilibrium in my economics class, but I never put those two together.
The act was great, and she won. The lady who played Alicia won Best Supporting Actress. She totally deserved it. But Ron Howard was like, I'm gonna make these weird I'm gonna make these weird Princeton rituals with pens. And it was like, all right. And Ron Howard was like dancing, and it was like, woo, Ron Howard.
Okay. Anyways, back to the theory.
So and then my class was like, I think he has schizophrenia, and it's like, yeah, he was diagnosed with that They're like, mental illness is bad, and I'm like, all right, guys, I'm leaving this class.
Anyways, theory time. So for a brief period of time, Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson were married. Okay, I got a question though.
I didn't know that.
See, here's the thing: have you ever seen a photo of them together?
No.
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 See,
but I have looked at many photos of both of them separately.
See,
they are
that's
both attractive people.
that's true. Here's the thing.
And they're all.
But like you compare that to like Scarlett Johansson's last marriage. Hey, there's a lot of photos of them together. You compare that to.
I know who that guy is. And I saw pictures of them together.
Exactly.
You don't know who Ryan Reynolds is?
No,
the other guy.
The guy that Scarlett Johansson married and then recently got divorced
wait,
from.
Ryan? Wait, are we talking about Ryan Reynolds?
No, we're talking about Scarlett Johansson. See, that's the only photo. Okay, Lizzy has the only photo of them that I've seen them in like a professional environment.
Who Ryan Reynolds is married to? Do you know who Ryan Reynolds is married to?
Yes.
Blake Lively.
He's married to Blake Lively. Do you know anyone on this earth who is more beautiful than Blake Lively? No.
I can name like 5 girls on Twitter, probably.
Jeez, Matty.
Okay, anyways, here's the thing. Okay, so
shoot for the moon.
Okay, here's
you
the
missed,
thing.
you'll land among the stars.
Hey, I have to have some semblance of girls wanting me. Anyways, so here's the thing. I think their marriage was like a complete fabrication. It has to have been. It has to be completely faked. It just like you look at there's tons of red carpet photos of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds together, and they have a kid. I think they actually might be having like 2 kids soon. I know they have one. I think Blake Lively's pregnant.
What if it was like in Deadpool where she got kidnapped? We just never know.
What, Scarlett Johansson or Blake Lively?
No, Scarlett Johansson. Like maybe there was a period where she didn't release a lot of movies that we forgot about.
No, well,
here's
the thing.
Kidnapped.
So I'm gonna look up real quick when they were married from, because I think they were married from like 2008 to 2011.
That's not a short time either. That's 3 years.
So yeah, that's the thing. There's besides that one photo that Lizzy showed of them at like the Tony Awards, and then some paparazzi photos. There's almost like no no proof that they like were ever married. So yeah, they were.
That was
married.
like Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield would like avoid the paparazzi pictures. Like maybe that's the same thing. They just weren't interested.
I knew they were
the
together.
Public eye.
Were they married?
No, they were just a couple.
Oh,
but
it was for a long time though.
But here's the thing.
I'm just saying, like maybe they wanted to stay out of the public eye.
Well, there's plenty of proof that Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone were together. Like they were in movies together, and they talked about the relationship, enough times in interviews and whatnot, and they still were friends. But like Ryan Reynolds and ScarJo, there's barely anything. That's so weird to me that like these 2 like high profile like A-list actors who got married.
Well, they weren't A-list at the time.
No, Scarlett Johansson was. They were A-list. They were A-list at that time, dude.
Ryan Reynolds too.
He was an A-list in 2008.
Yeah, he was.
I'd say
no.
He was like on those romantic comedies, right?
He wasn't A-list.
No, he was. Come on. I'm gonna look up the movies he was in. I'm gonna look up the movies he was in like 2008. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
They were both up and coming, slightly famous, pretty famous people.
They're both very famous.
A-list. Yeah, no, they are now.
ScarJo is already pretty. Well, ScarJo wasn't.
I'd say ScarJo was, but Ryan wasn't. That's
Yo, what? Hold up. Hold on. Okay, I'm going through Ryan Reynolds' Wikipedia page. He dated Alanis Morissette, and they were engaged at one point. Ryan Reynolds and Alanis Morissette.
Ironic?
That's fucking lit.
What the? That is so. What the? This is crazy. What the hell?
Well, they're both Canadian. I think
I don't know if
Alanis
I can
might be
swallow
from
that
Vancouver as
jagged
well.
little fact.
This is like.
Wait,
okay, Ethan, you gotta stop with these goddamn puns, dude. I'm literally. What the? Okay, I gotta figure out. Okay, I gotta find photos of them together. Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry.
Wait! I missed the big reveal. I wasn't paying attention.
Alanis Morissette and Ryan Reynolds were dating and even engaged at one point in time. Like, here's the thing. So Ryan,
Fiona Apple and Paul Thomas Anderson were dating for a while.
Wait,
no, that's on last night. Scarlett Johansson dated Jack Antonoff in high school. They went to prom together.
Yeah, that's so weird to me.
Wait, who went to prom together?
Jack Antonoff, the guy from Fun and Bleachers, and the one who's producing Lord's Record. He dated Scarlett Johansson in high school and went to prom with her.
What?
Why?
Yeah, check that out.
And he was on SNL. And he was on SNL performing with Lord. So like, and like ScarJo thanked thanked him.
She used his name.
What this is? I'm looking.
Don't you ever talk to me about?
There's like more.
Don't you ever talk about me outside of your neck?
There's more professional photos of Scarlett Johansson and Jack Antonoff together than Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson together. It's crazy. Oh, is Lena Dunham still dating?
Oh, she's from New York City. That makes sense.
Oh god, it's so weird to me. Okay, we're deep down a rabbit hole.
I'm not saying that like he's more talented and like, probably charismatic than me, but I think I'm like equally attractive as him though. I think Jack Antonoff.
Oh god. Okay. Anyways, Will, you had a story you want to tell. Can we just? I'm gonna just keep going on about this. I'm gonna keep going down the rabbit hole. I want to be able to dig myself out real quick. You got cucked at a concert recently. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, you got pink triangled.
Well. Okay, yeah, we'll get to that. So this last Wednesday, I went to see Jeff Rosenstock, my boy. One of my favorite albums of 2016. Worry, check it out. And he was opening for the Menzingers. So one thing I learned very quickly is that girls are way more pop punk than they are into heady indie rock bands. Who knew? So
gender stereotypes.
What?
Gender stereotypes.
It was true though. I mean, like I saw it with my own eyes, Ethan. Anyway, okay. So God. Okay, so we go. I go. All right. Anyways, sorry, I'm kind of out of it right now, but yeah, we go.
It goes.
Stick to the story.
All right, so I go there, and during the opening set, I see this one girl, and I kind of notice her. She's like, "Oh, yeah, she's attractive. Okay, forget about her." And then during Jeff's set, she was standing behind me, and then she was kind of like rubbing my back a little bit, kind of scratching it. Not a whole lot, but it was noticeable. I didn't tell her to stop though.
All married in the pit.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm like, oh shit. So after that set, she comes up and starts talking to me. She introduces herself, and she's kind of touchy too. She's like hugging me and stuff. So I'm like, oh shit, it's lit. That doesn't happen to me usually. So, but then all of a sudden, this other girl comes up and starts talking to us. They're asking me these questions about the Menzingers because they're both fans. So I kind of like BS'd it. I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I like this band a lot.
That's her boy.
And then, but all of a sudden, this other girl, she starts like, she asked if we're siblings because we were like talking to each other. And we're like, no. So then all of a sudden, she's like, your sister's really hot. I'm like, whoa. Whoa. Pause. So, and then during the middle of the set, all of a sudden they start making out, which was wild.
Hate to hear it.
Hate to see it. And then at one point during the show, the girl asked me to go buy her water. I'm like, nah. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
That's such a weird request. Like, hey, person I barely know, will you go buy me a water?
I mean, it's probably free.
Yeah,
I mean, at least the shows that I go to, water, they usually have like a little. At least when I went to.
It was like bottled water. You want me to get it?
Okay, I mean, because when I saw Japandroids, they had like a jug of water you can get with a little tiny like paper cups.
Hey, pause. Wait a second.
Okay.
I have a really important announcement to make.
All right.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Everybody listening? I need everybody's undivided attention.
Yes.
I'm sure this will be worth it.
What?
He said hydration is a pillar.
True.
Jeremiah just leave. He's gone.
He's gone. Jeremiah's gone. All right. Anyways, speaking of concerts, I saw the motherfucking Japandroids. Ethan.
Yeah, what was that, Matty? I want to hear about that.
Ethan and I are on this podcast currently. Ethan, wait. Well, did you see Japandroids like last year, or did they not come to Texas?
No, they're not coming to Texas.
Yeah, I saw them in December at Knitting Factory in Brooklyn. They're so good live.
I know.
The best live.
Like, yeah. By the way, if you have the chance to see Japandroids, go fucking see Japandroids. Like, seriously amazing live. I had a great time at the show. just very briefly talk the rundown. So when I was in line, I got there like way too early because, for one, the doors weren't open yet. They weren't going to be open for like over half an hour. I bought like an extra large cup of water from like from a gas station on the way there, which was a huge mistake. Hydration is a pillar, however, that pillar has its cost. Anyways, so I'm staying in line, waiting for the show. I'm cold as fuck. Well, I'm not that cold. I'm cold, but I'm getting a little warmer. That I'm getting used to the cold. I start talking in line with this one guy. Oh shit, Alex is here. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Alex. What's
Hello.
going on?
Hey, Alex.
Hey, I'm talking about my Japandroids concert experience right now. Hey, we have a new visitor, Alex, Tatios, and G, Orange Smorge.
All you missed is that Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds.
We're married.
Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson weren't really married. It was a conspiracy.
And also I got caught. And also Ryan
concert.
Dude, Alex, Ryan Reynolds and Alanis Morissette, they were dating and engaged at one point, dude.
Nice.
Okay, anyways, back to Japandroids. So I'm sitting.
You missed 2 great jokes.
I'm standing in line to wait to get in the show. Start talking with this one dude, and we're talking about how Lou Fest, which is like the St. Louis music festival, it fucking sucks. Talking about how the pageant, another like local St. Louis venue, generally fucking sucks because they get horrible acts, and also like security is dumb as hell. And we're talking, we're talking about some stuff, talking about music. It's nice and cool. And then, we get in the venue, and, I go straight to the bathroom because I have to fucking pee. Like, just Jesus Christ. I had a lot. And I come back, I see him there. We start talking, and he's like, I mentioned him that I did a podcast, and he was like, oh, hey, what podcast do you do? And I'm like, oh, I do the Indieheads podcast. And he's like, what? He's like, okay, I'm not sure if I should do this, but, like, So, like, who are you on, like, you're Matty or Recon IG on Reddit? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm the Loop Dig. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I recognize you. And, like, so I accidentally met someone from Indieheads at this concert, wasn't even playing on it. And I very briefly talked.
Yeah, there's a time me and Arthi were at Animal Collective, and then, like, six people from Indieheads, like, walked up to us and were like, are you guys Clockwork Orange and Gillitrap? And I was like,
Jeremiah.
yep.
Nice.
I was also at that show. I
Oh, yeah,
like
it's
to
like
point
you
that out.
were, like, really far away. Then you
I was
found
standing right next to you.
halfway through.
Oh,
you
during
guys
the
see
whole-
them?
I was
Didn't you?
together on the Painting Within tour. I was standing there with you at the
Yeah, no, you
opener.
ended up there. I remember that. But did it take you like, a long time to find us?
That was more at Courtney Barnett when you were on the side.
That was a great show.
That
I'm
was.
gonna talk about my experience.
Okay,
which is-
Jeremiah, your Japandroids experience will be next, okay? Let me just very briefly. Craig Finn, what'd you think of Craig Finn, Jeremiah?
Yo, why do you think I went to the opening act? Do you think I went to the opening act? No. Well, okay, I was with my brother. He was like, so we just got there like 9:15. It was worth it. I came out at the end. That was fun.
Okay. Craig Finn, he was okay. Very, very into himself, I'd say. The band was good, but like he was a little too like into himself, and he's like the damn. He was like Mark Kozlik without the charm, with like the damn cell phones and Twitter that ruin everything. We all gotta be like together, man, and be more connected without these phones. It was again essentially Mark Kozlik, but like no charm and not as rambly, but still like just like weirdly into himself. Anyways, then the goddamn Japandroids come out. Fucking, they rock the house. They had the Adrenaline Night Shift, and it was great. But yeah, I had a great time. Except, okay, every fucking show, there's always at least one drunk idiot that just like wants to ruin everything. And my drunk idiot,
I have a story about that. I can tell.
My drunk idiot
Sorry.
almost picked 2 fights. The first fight, it didn't really escalate that much. Basically, it was just like talking like really close to each other, like ear to ear, like holding each other's heads and being like, yeah, and just drunk shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then they somehow make up and they ruin any chance of a mosh pit because they decide to be a 2-man wrecking ball and just start ramming into everybody, and everyone's pissed off.
Ugh.
And everyone hates them. And then the second time, this drunk idiot, he almost gets in another fight, like in the middle of the set, with this one dude who has like had like a cardigan jacket that has like the little like things on his on the elbows. I don't know what those are called. There's little things that are knitted on there. It's like some leather shit. Anyways, he almost gets in a fight with another dude.
Elbow patches?
Yeah, I think. Whatever. Shut up, Jeremiah.
You know the patches on your elbows?
I didn't know if they had like a special name besides elbow patches. Okay,
No,
sue me.
Yeah.
Anyways, he almost gets in another fight, and the dude who in the cardigan, he gets mad. The elbow patches guy, he gets mad, and he eventually like walks off. And I give him a shoulder pat, like, dude, I'm
We
sorry.
call this guy Patches the Pirate.
I'm sorry. What?
We're calling Patches the Pirate.
All right, Patches the pirate. He walks off. I give him a shoulder tap, like, hey man, I'm sorry this happened to you. And then there's times where I felt like I almost was about to get into a fight with him because I was like kind of like dancing and bumping into this one dude during the show, and I was like very close and like almost kind of bumping into the drunk idiot. And I'm like, oh god, I do not want to get in a fight with this drunk idiot. Like, this dude is like kind of he looked like shit. He kind of looked like if Jeff Rosenstock like really let himself go and was
wow.
It was a mixture of like Jeff Rosenstock and the humongous guy. Yeah. Anyways, I had a great time with the show. Go see Japandroids. Brian and David were great. They had great chemistry. The energy was great. I had a good time. It was good. Go see Japandroids.
So imagine going to a Japandroid show, right? Except, all right, let me set the scene. Nate and I arrive in the left side.
We're not talking about Alex. Just took a piss, like when the camera.
I know, yeah. I was watching it the entire time.
That's the only reason why I came on.
Wait, Alex.
Oh, I also have something very important to say.
Yes.
Okay.
And straight from the horse's mouth, folks. Jeremiah Ogle is the best, and I love him.
Yeah. Thank you, Alex. That's got me all fired up to tell this Japandroid story about love and friendship. So
I
Nate
thought
and
you
I
were
were
gonna
on
say
the
something
wings, we're on the
about
left side of the 930 Club, and we run to these two guys, and they're just starting to play the first song, which is Near to the Wild Heart of Life. And so we're getting fired up. We're talking to these two guys. We're like, yeah, man, it's my birthday. And we're like, oh, shit. So we bolted into the middle of the pit, and we started the pit for this guy because it was his birthday. And we just got this pit going, and it was great. And it was the most kind and respectful pit I've ever been in. It was also bumping. And then halfway through, we're like, Brian, David, it's his birthday. Because we're like right there. And they're like, yo, it's his birthday? And then they're like, oh, we're like, yeah, it's his birthday. And then David's like, yo, it's my mom's birthday. And we're like, yeah. And then, yeah, it was just a great time.
My favorite mosh pit experience I've ever had was back my first ever real concert I went to.
Wait. We were waiting outside Uber, and David the drummer, just walked up to us. He was like, yo, guys, I saw you in the pit. Having a great time. And we're like, yes. And then he just kind of walked away and was like, he was out. Also, Alex, I really enjoyed that shot of your downward area. You're down under.
I'm
Your
literally
Outback.
not
Your Outback
anything to
Steakhouse.
this except to interrupt and show you various things you
Alex,
don't wanna
show us your Outback Steakhouse.
see.
Show us your blooming onion, Alex.
Can I tell a story of a really bad concert, or a really good concert with a really bad crowd? Because you guys are talking about great crowds, and I want to talk about a bad crowd.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Mac DeMarco.
So I recently went to Indie Pop Prom, which had a great lineup. It was T-Rextasy, Halfwave, Sports, Sad 13, and then Pain to Being Pure at Heart. T-Rextasy sucked, but other than that, every act was great. The Pain to Being Pure at Heart I was really surprised about, like how good they were. But what was so fucking annoying is that there were just so many assholes in the audience. All of them white men, unsurprisingly. Well, one of them.
We're the worst, aren't we?
We're a pro-white genocide podcast, folks.
Yes, we've established this.
Bring it on.
I don't care if it's problematic.
This guy, this one guy started to try to mosh during Sports, which is like an indie rock band. And just like he was just running in a circle. No one else was moshing. He's just running around in a circle, running into people in the end of the mosh pit. This is not a pit though. He's just running in circles. He's like doing the laps, and then randomly running into people.
That's fucking rad.
But it was fucking the worst. Don't. It was not rad. Don't lie.
I wasn't there, but the way you're describing it sounds like it's pretty.
I was there. I was there at Indie Pop Prom. I was staying next to Ethan.
2017.
And said, "Hey, these white people, right?" Kind of crazy.
Then this other guy kept shoving his armpit into my friend's face. Like he kept raising his arms up during Pain to Being Pure at Heart, which I remind you are a shoegaze twee band. And this guy was going like, yeah, and like
armpit in there. Dude, that's like middle school bullshit.
I was at a Destroyer solo acoustic set. This guy was really, really drunk, and every time, like, when Dan would start a song, he would just, like, freak out, and, like he's like, oh, he'd, like, turn to his girlfriend and just, like, freak out, and everyone was around him was just, like, he wasn't being loud and obnoxious, he was just, like, really excited to be there, and everyone was like, wow, dude, and so after the show, I was like, yeah! I just walked up to him, and was like, yeah! I gave him a big hug, and he's like, yeah! And everyone else was like, what the fuck is going on here? We're just here to see Dan Behar. I was like...
But, so, yeah, I told this guy to... fuck off when he kept putting his fucking armpit in my friend's face because he was really tall, so like that was annoying. There's also this photographer who was like, you know what, I now want to get to the front of the audience. I haven't been standing here, but let me get, and just pushes everyone away.
He's just trying to get shots from different parts of the...
I just don't like it when I don't like photographers in concerts. I'll just be honest. Like, it just annoys me. But at least when you're... But when they're... If he had stayed there from the beginning at the front, I wouldn't mind it as much. But this guy was like, hold on, let me interrupt all these people who paid to see this so I can do my job I'm being paid to do. And it's just frustrating. But it was a really good show. That's the weird part. Like, I had a really good time, and the bands were all great. Pains of Being Her Heart were really surprisingly good. Sad 13's awesome. Sports are great. Halfway was great. To Your Ecstasy suck. I hope they don't listen to this, but they really don't.
Hey, T-Rexy, if you're listening to this podcast, fuck you.
I have mutual friends. I even have mutual friends with them. Like, I know
T-Rexy's mutual friends. Tell T-Rexy to fuck off. You're not welcome on the Indieheads podcast.
My friend got rejected, the lead singer of T-Rexy, for prom. In high school.
No. Oh no, man.
No, actually, I have a better concert story now. So my favorite mosh experience was at my first like real rock concert back 2011. I went to see Blink 182.
Oh,
with some of my buddies, my pals, my friends. There's about 5 of us, I think. And what happened was like, well, it was at like an outdoor venue, and like we weren't even like up close, like we were out in the lawn area, so we were like way back. But like during their set, there's this one guy who just come up. He was wearing a patches jacket too, and he's kind of like a heavier Hispanic guy, you know, and he's kind of like the teenager, so he has like a barely like mustache kind of thing going on. You know, you knew that guy. He was like growing a mustache for everyone else. Anyways,
Every high school has to have at least that one Mexican kid that is like has a really horrible mustache. Was that racist?
Yeah. So anyway,
slightly.
Well,
yeah. Late nights for pushing boundaries. Anyways, so that one guy comes up to us and like every other song, he'd come up to us and say like, "Hey, you guys want a mosh?" Like he
just says that?
Yeah, he's like, "Do you guys want a mosh?" We're like, sure."
God damn.
You guys want a mosh? Is that like a euphemism or something?
Hold on. No, Alex, you can't.
What is it?
You have been visited by...
Alex, hey, Lil Brexit. Wait, I want to tell you guys something really important about me and my buddy Lil Brexit.
Okay, what you got?
I love him.
Okay. So anyway,
I'm feeling...
Alex, see, people aren't going to understand what's going on. Alex keeps...
So, okay, I'm going to explain for our listeners. Alex, we're all in video chat. Alex pulled up a napkin, and it's... Hold on. Hey, no, put the camera back on it real quick, Alex. I gotta read it for the viewers out there. Put it
The
back.
award-winning listeners.
Put it back on there. So he's got a little it's a friendship penis. And what's the top text say, Alex? Can you pan up a little
We
bit?
have been.
You have been visited by friendship penis, and it's like
Friendship
a little. It's a drawing of a penis with a smiley face
It has
on
a smiley face.
That's why we're laughing.
It's like a
I
dog,
also-
kind of.
Because Alex is just a wild card this episode.
Oh, his video's gone. He's done.
No, he's back.
That's
He's
No.
back.
No,
No, he
Also,
thought
hold
you
on.
were.
Also, before you continue, quick side note, Lizzy, are you drinking wine straight out of the bottle, or am I just
No, I am
It's a
drinking
beer.
a Corona.
okay?
Wow.
I couldn't.
Good
I
idea,
couldn't
good idea.
okay, I couldn't
Just in
tell.
case you guys forgot I was white.
Sorry.
Yes, which means you're bad. Anyways, so. Yeah, we were at so then that kid just comes up to us like between every song. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to mosh?" And we're like, "Sure." And then we just, like it's awkward like semblance of moshing thing, and then it just kind of like dissolved, and then like rinse and repeat. But the one awesome thing that did happen at that concert, there were these two girls that were dressed like the Enema stage cover girl, and they were like,
oh really?
they're like dancing with us. It's like I don't know what's going on, but it's pretty. Like they were coming up and talking to us and stuff. And it's like. Rad, dude.
I think
Worst
my
Sorry.
Lizzy, go ahead.
Sorry.
okay. My worst concert experience was when I saw Mac DeMarco at the Neptune in Seattle. And I didn't
You just have to say
think it was
Mac DeMarco, and that's all
Mark
we need to know.
DeMarco. And oh my god, I didn't know that the crowd was that bad. Oh my god. I got like my hair was just like grabbed and like not in like a kinky
Oh.
way. Someone like pulled my hair and like pushed me down to the
Implying
ground.
You can have a kinky relationship with a complete stranger.
No, not
no
judging anyone who
trust
does.
or connection or communication involved.
All right, you know.
Millennial relationships, am I right? Shut up, Banksy. No, but like it was fucked. I just got like pushed around and like again, not in a kinky way. It was very upsetting. And then oh shit. And then afterwards I actually met him. I was outside of the venue and he like showed
Did you
up.
blast
for
ciggies
me.
together?
No, he was blasting a cig, and I said, "Hey, Mr. DeMarco, I'm from Vancouver. He's from Vancouver too, and well, he's from Calgary, but he lived in Vancouver for a bit." And I was like, "I'm sorry that everyone like was an asshole here. Like, we're from the same place, dude. Like, I don't know." I was like trying to bond with him, and then we took a selfie together, and he was like, "No, no one was being an asshole. I love everyone." And I was like, "All right." And then I just left. That was my experience. I have a picture of us actually.
Apparently, every concert of his is like that. So I guess he just either he likes it like that, or he just has learned to make
No,
peace with
he's
that.
not.
I mean, the kind of people who go to Mac Marco concerts.
Whoa.
I'd
One
probably
time
go to
in
a
general.
concert, honestly, but I wouldn't be in the it wouldn't be in the pit of a Mac DeMarco concert. But I'd sit back. I'd stand back and kind of enjoy it.
Actually,
Get a chair.
All right,
bought a
I-
ticket.
bye, little Brexit.
Bye.
Bye, little Brexit.
What?
He's Brexiting.
Wait, are you leaving?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you were leaving.
Oh.
Shitty concert story.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you got a shitty concert story, Alex?
It wasn't. I don't know if it was the worst concert I've been to, because like the show itself, I saw the Rolling Stones, and obviously they kind of sucked because they're like old, but
I've heard that. Good. I've heard good
they
things.
I mean, it sounded fine, but this woman behind me was having like a crisis. I don't even know. She basically just shrieked in my ear the whole time as though it was like 1969 in not
1966.
60s, and she was like
You
a
said the
teenage
sex
girl,
number.
and she was seeing the Beatles, and just like she would lean over like into my ear and shriek. And that was something. Oh, the shittiest experience I've had at a concert, although definitely not the shittiest concert I've been to, was actually at Kendrick Lamar. And this girl tried to pick a fight with me because
Over what?
I left my spot for a second, she filled it back up, and then I walked back to my spot, and she just like got really pushy and angry and like and then she screamed in my ear the whole rest of the concert, which was, rad. Anyway, that's it. Bye.
That was a good story, Alex. She was being ridiculous.
She's being a damn freak.
I'm trying to think if I've had like any bad. I don't think I've really had that many like. I don't know if I've had like any bad concert experiences. I mean, there's shows I've been to where it's like
you're lucky.
I've been to shows that like I was a little disappointed. Like I went to see Ray Shremmerd and Lil Yachty like back in October.
That looked like so much fun.
It was a fun show.
I watched your snaps.
It was a very fun show, but I could have gotten a better spot and a better seat if my friend didn't fuck me over completely when it came to like carpooling. I think I talked about this on the podcast, but basically, rundown. Okay, so we get free tickets to the show because I work at a college station and we have a hip hop show, and we got free tickets somehow because we have a good relationship with the venue that was hosting the concert. So, anyways, we get free tickets to the show, and so the plan was that my friend and I, we're gonna meet up at our college, and then we're all gonna drive either in my car or his car. We're just gonna carpool there, and we're meeting at a certain time. It seemed like simple plan. Just simple plan, stick to the course. However, he decides, hey, I'm just gonna fuck up literally everything. So I show up there at the college at like 5:30, which is the time we agreed on, but he was gonna be late by like at least a half an hour. So he finally shows up at like 5:50, 5:55, and with the other guy, no, it was him and his brother that was going to the concert with us. And then so the plan ended up becoming, okay, hey, I'm gonna ditch you, and I'm gonna go this other guy who they called Asian Mike. Asian Mike, he drove my friend to the concert, and I got stuck with his brother, my friend's brother, and I had to drive his brother to his house, which is like 10 minutes away from the college, so he can go home, put on a shitty, like a really god awful outfit. It was like red sweatpants and like a red shirt. It was not styling. And I told him before he went in the house, I said, hey, just in case, make sure you have your ID, because you never know what, if you want to get like drinks or something, you probably want to get like an ID. And he forgot it, and we're like, okay, you'll probably be fine. You don't need to get into the venue.
Who forget? I bring my ID with me everywhere I go. Like who forget?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's in my wallet. I bring my wallet.
It's in my wallet. Like you can't drive without your ID. Like, yeah. Like,
I don't know. Anyways,
whose man's is this?
Anyway, so basically, I got stuck doing the dirty work for my friend in picking up people. So I take his brother's house. He gets in the shitty outfit, forgets his ID. However, we said, okay, we don't need it. Fine, we'll go. Then we go pick up my other friend, who's also in the radio program with me, and we pick him up. And he's, he has the weed and whatnot. As we're gonna smoke on the way there, and so we drive.
Wow.
Were you going to go see?
What a social vagrant.
What dang kush?
Yeah, man. Here's the thing. And that weed ended up screwing us over a little bit too, because it if everything went according to plan, we could have gotten to the venue around like 6:45, 6:50.
That's too early.
We could have gotten to meet Lil Yachty, because my friend who ditched us got to meet Lil Yachty as Lil Yachty was hanging out backstage. Here's the thing. I put him on the Lil Yachty. He didn't like Lil Yachty at first when I played Minnesota in the car. He was like, what is this? And of course, a few months later, he's all like, oh man, Lil Yachty, he's great. I love him. And it's like, dude, you're a poser. You're a goddamn poser, dude. Anyways, I got screwed over. I didn't get a good spot, but I had fun at the concert anyways. That's my story. It's not really the concert itself. It was more of my friend being a shitty asshole, and I was mad at him for like a week.
I had a similar concert one time back when I was went to Oklahoma State, and I was in Stillwater. We went at the Tumbleweed. We went to go see Trinidad James and Juicy J. And it could have been a fun concert, but my friend had just turned 21 like earlier that week. So that was like his first weekend going out, and like he just got super blasted and just running around, and I was the one who had to watch him. So I was basically like running around the entire time trying to keep up with him.
No, that's always the worst. I had to deal with all my drunk friends last night, and it was a feat. It was a journey.
Then it starts a vicious cycle of like, well, I don't want to watch after my drunk friends. I'm going to
especially at a concert.
As someone who is sober,
I want to be one that
I'm always doing that.
See, that's what makes me want to be like back when I was hung out with real people IRL. I'd always want to be the drunk one, so I wouldn't have to chase them around. So I want to be my burden.
Yep, I've had to be a cattle herder. many a time.
I haven't really like my friends. They don't really drink that much. All my friends they just smoke weed and occasionally drink, but usually it's just weed.
Dank.
And it's pretty
Yeah,
manageable.
my friends are generally good. But, on occasion after a party or something, I had to walk my friends back to this on the subway, and he was really blasted. That was fun.
I didn't hear the word blasted until last night. I always say that they're hammered or wasted. I've never heard.
I just said it because Matty said it, I think.
No, I said it
I think
earlier.
and
the reason I said it is because I was
Will
I was
definitely
saying,
said it.
I said blasted cigs with Mac DeMarco.
Oh, right.
So then I just used the word blasted to describe my friend's drunken behavior.
Last night, my friend stayed at the party that we're at until 6 a.m. God knows why. Actually, I do know why. Because the rugby sevens were in Vancouver yesterday, so everyone was at the fucking rugby game. I was supposed to go, but I was too sad. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna stay home and listen to Deja and Tendu and cry. But anyways, so what happened was that no one could get a taxi past 1 a.m. So everyone was throwing up until 6 a.m. because they're like, what else are we gonna do? There's a shit ton of alcohol here. Let's just drink. I'm so glad that my friend drove me home, thank God, but it was scary. But yeah, that's my story.
Lizzy,
Yep.
Man, I've literally, Ethan, I think both Ethan and I have never gotten drunk in our entire lives. Ethan, have you never gotten drunk?
That was
No, I
me
don't
until I
think.
was 18, and then I drank.
I'm
I'm
drunk
20. Well, I'm 20.
Wow.
Well, I'm 20.
I'm
Oh,
halfway to
story.
20, and I'm...
Oh,
more than halfway to 20.
Jeremiah's back
You're
on
10?
cam. Uh-oh, Jeremiah. Oh, he's saying we're squares. He's doing the signal. Jeremiah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, well, here's the thing, Jeremiah. I plan on getting drunk at Pitchfork
Got
this
that
year,
exactly
probably.
correct.
I plan on getting drunk at
Yo,
Pitchfork.
you want to know what happened to me last
Damn it,
week?
I
You
wanna
want to know what
go
I
to
drank the other
Pittsburgh.
week?
What'd you drink?
I drank some Peruvian brandy. It was made from quinoa. It's actually not made from quinoa. I just joked that it was made from quinoa.
That was a
It
good
really
joke.
Disgusting. What?
Reads
good joke.
philosophy one. Jeremiah's been getting really into the past month, really into philosophy. I feel
The
like.
past, that was 3 months ago, Matthew.
Okay, what are you into
I've now
now?
transcended philosophy, and now I'm into Gossip Girl. So
That's pretty similar. I don't know about you, dude.
I bet there's a book called The Philosophy of Gossip Girl. I'm looking it up.
Oh boy. What's going on? Okay, Jeremiah, what's going on in Gossip Girl right now? What episode are you on? Tell us about it. Oh, is he gone again? Jeremiah's gone again.
Lizzy, I know you started watching Gilmore Girls. Did
Yep.
you ever how far did you get?
I got into the third season or the second season, and then life just happened, and I haven't watched it since. I binged.
What was the last thing that was happening?
The last thing that happened was that they went and visited Harvard.
wait, are we talking about Gossip Girl?
Okay.
No, we're
talking
talking
about
about
Gilmore
Gilmore
Girls.
Girls.
That's the very
All
beginning.
right, well, so let me tell
That's
you
the
what
very
happened in
be-
Gossip
that's
Girl.
the-
There's
So,
there's a Prezi that's Gossip Girl in philosophy.
I'm watching
So
Gossip
no
Girl
description.
for the 4th time in a row now.
Wow, I'm trying to watch this Prezi, to be honest. Link it in.
Well, see, the thing is, in the episode I was watching, Dan was like, Blair, you're never going to be truly authentic because you don't see yourself as a subject. You see yourself as an object for others. It's like,
Damn.
deep. I mean, he didn't say it in those words, but like
Fucking Dan
essentially
Humphrey.
saying that she needs to read Simone de Beauvoir. And I was like, wow, Daniel. Dan didn't actually say that.
Dan's out here wilding, and frankly, I don't know
Dan
how I
is
feel
wild.
about it.
Hold on. Oh, guys.
I
so-
have started
oh.
watching
No, Lizzy, you go real quick because this is very unimportant and we might actually have to cut it. But continue.
Okay. Well, I watched all of season 2 of Love today.
Oh,
Good ass
I want
show.
to see it.
So
Season one
fucking
was
good.
great.
I like the first season a lot.
It's super short episodes too, so it's really easy to binge watch. And then I am currently on episode 6 of Shameless because I heard that's a good show, and it is a good show.
Since our last late night, since we never done. I mean, I went through Gilmore Girls in 2 months, the entire series, and now I'm
Gilmore Girls
watching
is
it. Yeah, it's good as fuck, man.
I'm-
Anyway,
I'm excited
Well-
to watch Love. Oh, Maddie.
Oh, yeah.
talk.
and then
I was gonna.
no.
Sorry. Well, I'll let you go first because
I'm saying I'm watching Twin Peaks now, so I can be a real film head.
Oh, it's the best.
Damn,
Yeah,
Twin
I
Peaks.
like- I-
right?
I-
Ethan told me to watch it. I watched the first
I'm
5
in
episodes.
the middle
I
of the
fell in love
second
with it.
season now, and it's
Wait,
just
you really? You never did you tell me that?
Yeah, I did. Oh,
I don't think
no,
you-
I didn't. But you told me to watch it, so I watched it and I loved it, and
tell
then
you
life
to
got in
watch
the
it.
way again.
I'm glad you watched it.
So, yeah, I think it's just okay. Honestly, I'm not.
You need to keep going. It starts.
I liked
if I'm
it.
being honest.
It doesn't. The
Whatever.
start is a bit slow.
I'm in
but you
the
get
middle of the
fall in
second
love.
season, though. No, I'm in the middle of the second season,
Oh.
so like I know what it's about. Like it's not for me, but I'm gonna finish it anyways. It's okay. Anyway, Matt, you go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna complain about the subreddit. Okay, so the mods. I'm a mod on Indieheads. If you guys don't know,
Shouts out.
just putting that out there. Anyways, we decided to do an experiment this weekend. We're like, hey, we're gonna have more self posts
God.
and it backfired completely because it just reminded me like, oh, this is why we started banning those because most of them are just like not good. Anyways, within hours of us announcing that we're doing the self post like weekend thing, we get a what is indie thread and
Yeah.
I won't call it by name, but you can figure out who it is. I fucking hate the OP of whoever made that thread. I fucking hate him. I don't care if he's listening.
He's basically saying like because we don't have Frank Ocean and stuff, we're racist.
See, yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's always Frank Ocean, and here's the thing. Even before I became a mod, I understood why Frank Ocean was banned. It was like, or why he wasn't allowed to have posts in the subreddit because it's like. Yeah, because his background is like, despite the fact that the music like Blonde is actually like might be a bit more inspired by indie music than it is like by hip hop or R&B.
It's still R&B.
It's
R&B album.
It's very alt R&B, like really pushing things. I love Blonde. Anyways, but I realized why it wasn't posted because it's like because literally he has like 2 or 3 posts at a time on hip hop heads, so there's no point of like having posts of him on indie heads because again we gotta be a separate place, and you can still discuss it in the daily discussion thread, like whatever. Anyways, it's always Frank Ocean. Like it's always Frank Ocean, and recently it's been now like Sampha and James Blake. Those have been like the 3 people. Well, actually Solange too a little bit, but it's mainly like Frank Ocean, Sampha, and Solange are like 3 artists that like I guess we've notoriously like have kept off the subreddit, but it's just like those are pretty like recent moves. Just like we just stopped. Like whatever. Anyways, I fucking hate any what is indie thread. I fucking hate it. The discussion is never good. It's just like, and you have to like try to explain people, and you've explained it. Like I think I've explained to people on the subreddit like so many fucking times. Like, hey, Frank Ocean is not allowed on indie heads because he's very popular on hip hop heads, and there's like tons of posts about him. And if you want to discuss Frank Ocean, just go to the daily discussion thread. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, sorry, I just want to vent about that. I'm fucking upset. Oh, on Ethan,
Yeah, that was a really annoying thread.
the self post. It was a mistake. I don't know what we're gonna
It's
do.
gross.
Ethan, you
I mean,
posted.
I don't think.
What
we
did
were
I
that-
do?
You posted Lasagna Cat. I fucking
Yeah.
Mega 64. It was on the Mega 64 subreddit, and I watched like most of those Lasagna Cat videos. Dude, it's
They're
fucking.
fucking bizarre.
It's fucking amazing.
They're so good though.
The sex survey results video.
Production. I think I in that somewhere. I haven't heard my voice, but I might
Alright,
be in
you
there.
foolish
Fine.
children. It is time for this horny man-child mama's boy to boot to depart the podcast.
Deposit the podcast. Oh my god.
All right. Well, Jeremiah is
Bye,
leaving.
Jeremiah.
God bless
Bye,
you. Wade.
Jeremiah. Have a great night.
Let me show you guys one parting bit of wisdom.
Oh, no.
This is really important, and not many people are going to tell you this, but you have to take it from me. All right, is everybody listening? I need
Yes.
everybody's undivided attention. Is everybody listening?
Got it.
All right.
Got it.
All right, listen to me. PERCOCETS. PERCOCETS.
Good night, Jeremiah.
Yes.
Bye,
Chase a
Jeremiah.
bitch. Never
Yeah,
chase
take-
a bitch.
Bye, Jeremiah.
Mask off. Fuck it,
Fucking
mask.
mascot.
Bye, Jeremiah. All right. Jeremiah's been
But
ejected from the
Lasagna
call.
Cat is fucking weird and brilliant. I'm a big fan of just anything Fatal Farm does. But you got a lot of cool people in this new one. Like they had Justin Roiland do one of the songs for the Lasagna Cat thing. That was
He did
weird and fun.
he did In the Air Tonight. They did a perfect like shot for shot recreation of the Miami Vice like intro or the pilot, and it was like the intro of the pilot. Like what? It was great.
It was so weird.
The shampoo one, that was like, what is happening?
The bukkake.
And then, but I think the most insane one is the end of the sex survey results. That video is still,
of course.
Like,
well, yeah, that's haunting.
I think Rocco.
The video's hard to watch.
It is. Rocco Bodie of Mega 64. He was talking about it on their podcast, I think during the after show, and he was like, "Hey, like, watch everything. Just put it on the background. Just watch just watch the whole video. Like, don't just skip to the ending. Just watch the video." And I'm gonna try to do that soon when I have like some free time. Just to sit around and just kind of have that, because it's such an interesting, like, for one, like the fact that it, like, they had to edit that video, and they had to do so many like, it's a 4-hour plus video, so like they had to do so many takes where they had to say all their names separately.
And they're all individual. Yeah,
all individualized. Just like how crazy must have that, like how crazy was that work day of like having to do, and also the video, it's in real time too. So the sun, like as you're watching the video, the sun starts to go down and becomes nighttime. Just there's so much attention to detail that's just like crazy to me. And again, the production value is just insane on a lot of those videos. Like Jesus. And then the Matrix.
They're a lot of fun. I respect them.
They're a lot of fun. Also, the Matrix video. They had videos on YouTube for 4.5 years. They had new Lasagna Cat videos on YouTube for 4.5 years, and no one knew about it. That's crazy.
They were just like, because they would just put them on some random channel.
I know, but still, that's so crazy. Like, no one found it.
No, it's weird.
Anyways, but yeah, Lasagna Cat. That's probably like one of the best things to happen on YouTube in some time. Let's see. Besides Indieheads sucks. I got AMAs. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this. So there's gonna be by the time this episode's out, probably Portugal the Man will have done an AMA, or getting ready to do an AMA the day that this episode goes up. And when we got the message about it, it was let me see. So let's get this admin. He's helped us set up a couple AMAs. He helped us set up the tennis AMA, and he offered us some AMAs for South by Southwest. Most of them suck. Let me just say that we ended up sticking with one because that one was the most like.
Leak the info.
I'll just say it. They offered us Isley, the Aces, and Sundar Karma, and this band called The Cringe.
No.
Isley, there's no post about on Indieheads. I listened to one of their songs, thought it sucked. The Aces, they literally only have one song. They have one song to their name. It's popular. It has a million plus plays on Spotify, but it's literally just one song, and it's very poppy. It's like very like pop rocky, like very much like alternative radio, pretty much. And then Sundar Karma, which is the one that makes the most sense, even though they don't really have that much hype. They released, like, I went to the New Music Friday, Fred, and there was like, oh hey, there's actually people who like this, so this one makes some sense. And then The Cringe, where no one's ever heard of them. There's no post about them on the subreddit, except the only tidbit of info about them that you should care about is that the lead singer of The Cringe is married to Rachel Ray, the famous cook on TV, which is just funny. And then we got offered, and then also like came to me a couple days ago. It was like, hey, I'm gonna read the message as is real quick. Would you like these guys? And then link the Portugal the Man Wikipedia page. I am not sure if they are your kind of guys. Fucking Portugal the Man. And so we're taking it. So I'm helping set that up. And then yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Is there anything? Okay, I think we're probably getting to the end of this. Is there anything we want to talk about before we wrap up this late night?
I have a lot of things going on in my life.
Yeah, same, but I don't know. Shit. Think of things.
I could give a life update. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Talk about college and bands.
Talk about the big.
Yeah, I'm going to NYU for film, which is a lot of fun. It's really great. I'm really enjoying it. I'm meeting a lot of cool people. I'm doing WNYU radio, which is awesome. So full of great people. You can check out my show Twee as Heck on 10 a.m.s. on Thursdays on the WNYU.org. I'm meeting a lot of cool people. I'm doing a lot of creative stuff. I released a EP with my friends called under the moniker Tissue Paper, which you can find at tissuepaperband.bandcamp.com. That was a lot of fun to make. I'm really happy I did that. And I might be starting a noise rock band with another friend. So like things are happening, which is really nice. I feel like I'm in an environment where creativity is encouraged, and I feel like I can thrive in a lot of ways. There's a lot of work, and it kind of drains you to be creative. Like I'm writing a script for homework, and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to write scripts for fun. But other than that, like I've just been feeling really good about that, and I've kind of integrated myself recently, so it's been just a good experience all around, really. It was a bit rough at the beginning, like most colleges, but I feel like I finally found my groove, and I might be seeing someone, so that's fun. I'm really excited about that, and like that's nice for once, because I really haven't done much dating or whatever you call this. So yeah, I've been having a good time. I've been busy though, so that's why I haven't been on the podcast and whatever. But yeah, life is good, and I just like to say that. I like to say it because then it makes me feel like I actually am having a good life. In fact, I'm lying. Okay.
Hey.
Keep going. Someone else talk.
That sounds like that sounds awesome. I love that. I definitely get that drive. Like being forced to be creative is exhausting, but you know it's going to pay off in the end. You know?
Yeah,
like
it's weird because sorry.
Oh, no, you go.
Because I'm writing a script with one of my friends based off a short film I did in class, and it's just like really exhausting to get done when I'm also taking a writing class outside of that where I have to write a script for homework, and I also have to do other things for homework. So it's like kind of my creative side is being fulfilled for class, so I'm not really doing much that I'm interested in per se.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It's an interesting dynamic. But yeah, say what you're gonna say.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, as a film student, went to UCLA for a year and a half, which is like I'd say on par with NYU for the film program wise. NYU might be a tiny bit better, but no, I understand. They really force you to just like do as much as you possibly can. Like they straight up told me when I was there, like you shouldn't work. You know, like they're like the workload's going to be too heavy for you. You shouldn't have a job.
No.
You know, like you're going to be having, you know, like 12 credits or like 14 credits. And it's like, it's pretty crazy, but I think just being a film
16.
student is part of. You're taking 16?
Yeah.
Damn, shout out. I took like
but
14.
I can't imagine having a job, which is kind of sad, but because people do it, but like it would be hard. Yeah. I'm doing a lot, and next year it's supposedly even harder.
Well, damn.
Woo!
Did you get accepted recently into a film school, Lizzy? Sorry, Ethan.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm done. That's all.
I did.
Hey.
I know, it's like best film school in most of Canada. Definitely in British Columbia, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely a step down from UCLA. It's a great school, but it's not located in Los Angeles, and it's not, you know, like, but besides that, it's a great school. I really like it. Super stoked to start going there. Unfortunately, my American credits don't transfer, so I'm gonna have a fun time doing like 3 years of school again, but that's okay.
Man, fuck Donald Trump. He won't give Lizzy her credits. We gotta have a writing campaign.
Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. In the words of YG, Young Gangsta.
And everyone that I know, that I personally talk to.
Sense.
Every logical person. Let's see.
We won't take many political stances on this podcast, but we will take the bold political stance that fuck Donald Trump.
That's the one. That's the main one. What's going on in my life? I didn't talk about. I got an internship recently, or I'm getting ready to start an internship next month at 88.1 KDHX, which is like St. Louis's public radio station, which I'm very excited about. Oh, and we've lost Will.
Oh,
but Will's gone. Probably should wrap up this podcast. But yeah, very excited to start that. Hopefully, like in my internship, they talk about like me doing interviews and whatnot. I'm just like, what? So I might be on air at some point there.
Oh,
That'd
cool.
be cool. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm there for their music department. So I'm basically going to be like going through their music and properly tagging CDs and doing a bunch of shit, which I'm excited about. I don't really want to work in radio, says the guy who is majoring in radio right now. But yeah, and also I got accepted into Columbia College Chicago, and I'm in the process of getting all my tuition and housing and whatnot, getting all that set up. Very stressful.
I'm so excited for you. I'm gonna come visit you when you're in Chicago because I've always wanted to go there.
Please, I know.
It's like a city that I really want to visit.
Sucks.
Chicago's great.
I'm upset you're not going to Pitchfork. I wish you could come.
I know. God, that was such I had the money, and then I had to pay a bunch for my phone bill because I was in the States, and then I had to drop like $300 on my phone bill, so I don't have the money anymore. But next year I'm definitely planning on going. I just have to if you guys are still going next year.
I think we'll probably, depending. I think most likely, it seems like it's going to be that's the yearly trip now is to go to Pitchfork. It's makes the
The
most
lineup's
sense to me.
amazing. I would love to go. I just don't think I can pull it off, just because the flights are far.
I mean, you could always go. See, I would say train, but even the train is just it's just hell.
Train is
because I'm taking the.
yeah,
I'm
that's gonna
probably
be more.
I'm probably taking a train up, and I took the train up last year, and it sucks because it's just 5 hours, and you're just sitting there, and the Wi-Fi sucks, so you have to switch to LTE, so you're wasting your data, and the data's not very good either because you'll get into really weird dead spots. But yeah, train rides aren't great. They aren't that fun, but it's cheap. It's cheaper than planes, and literally Chicago is
sometimes it's more expensive and weird.
It's only the thing is Chicago from where I live. It's only an hour flight. It's literally 45 minutes I think of flying. It's,
yeah.
But train it's 4 or 5 hours. Anyways, yeah, Pitchfork Fest. We talked about in the last podcast. Lineup looks good. I think the only day I'm slightly a little iffy on is Sunday, but I'll probably find stuff to do. Probably see Colin Stetson.
Arab Strap and the Feelies. There's a lot of good legacy acts. I feel more than modern stuff for me.
Oh shit! I didn't even mention. I got we got a Feely CD at my college station, the new one.
Oh yeah, that album's. I've been playing that on my show. It's good. It's really good.
So much of it. I'll try to listen to it. There's a lot of stuff. I think
it's not their best album, but listen to Crazy Rhythms first. That's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Oh, I'll give it a shot. Anyway, so we're gonna wrap up this little late night because we're literally dropping like flies at the moment, and I have to go talk to my mom about some shit. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.